Businesses run in seasons. Another challenge is moving your units, and we hit six figures this past year. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but today I'm back to share with you guys why I've made a personal choice and decision to pivot away from Alev Fitness, the business that we've been building for 5 years, and we hit six figures this past year, but we are pivoting away. And in this video, I wanted to share the whys, the takeaways, and the insights you should look into before starting your own clothing brand. Let's get to it. All right, so setting the stage here. The initial vision was to build a business to escape the 9-to-5 grind, be my own boss, be able to make our own money without having to rely on the man, on the system. The brand was a fitness clothing brand to resonate with other people because I wasn't going to make it about my name. Like, you don't want to build a brand around your name unless you are a celebrity, something that everybody could relate to. We created Elevate and we shortened it up to create Alev. All of our pieces had words of affirmation, which was super cool to match the word with the color. I want to do something different than just a logo of an animal. Soonly, I realized that everybody and their mother were creating their own clothing brand. And when I looked at these people's brand mission statements, it all came back to the same thing. If you're in the fitness space, it's always going to come down to a brand that talks about becoming your most elevated, strongest version, the best of the best that you can be on your journey. So it's very hard to separate yourself from other brands when you don't have capital or cash flow to back it up. Juggling multiple hats can be definitely a challenge within the business. Also, one particular for us was running into sitting on the debt for the money you put up front for your collection, depending on the minimum order quantity your manufacturer needs. Sometimes if you don't scale properly, you're gonna spend money and then have to sit on that money until your product comes so that you're able to flip it and make your profit, which leads me to another challenge is moving your units. How are you moving your units? With us, it was a challenge to move the units online, even with ads, because there's so many different variety and content pieces you have to create in order to resonate with that targeted customer that you have. So you have to find a way to not only rely on the online space, but are you doing local events, pop-up events, and finding your target audience through that route as well, the old school guerrilla marketing. But eventually you do want to take that information and scale online. So this is another hat that you're going back and forth with your business. While all that's happening, you still have to, another challenge, be the visionary of your business. Where do you see the brand? What is the brand? What do you stand for? What are your values? Are you translating that into your content pieces? Not all of them, right? Product shots and solving the problem, but you also got to build your brand and be the visionary of that, which is just juggling another hat. These are just a few challenges to identify before you think about opening up your own clothing brand that I've personally ran into. Now, there's been mistakes as well within those categories. For example, buying too many colors of a specific product. Sometimes you think more variety is beneficial for the customer when sometimes actually can be too much for a customer and they're better off with 1 to 2 to 3 max options. So buying too many colors of a specific product, touched on this one as well, buying too much inventory. Don't be too quick to purchase more because sometimes businesses run in seasons as well. Just because you're hot during the summer and you're making all this cash flow and you're flipping it and putting it right back into the business doesn't mean that those $10,000-$15,000 months are going to happen every month. Make sure that you're stacking and saving some money for the winter, or that you're paying yourself or employees out as well, and make sure that those units you're pretty close to zero and judge accordingly to scale appropriately. When it comes to scaling appropriately, the in-person events was a mistake that we made as well, not hosting community events for our community, the customers, athletes, because now you have to be a facilitator. You're now putting that hat on of being a facilitator, bringing people together, scheduling them, making sure that everybody's schedules align to come together for the brand. You either hire that piece of the business out or you have to juggle that piece. And so as you can see now, how many compartments you have to play in order to sustain and keep moving the business forward. Another challenge for us was not doing local events earlier. Whatever niche you're in, find local events that you're able to just pay with your merch or find a way to donate specific pieces to the event so that you don't have to put cash flow down. You actually increase your profit margin post event. So make sure that you go to these local events, that you're able to get in there for an affordable rate that makes sense to you as a business, and start putting your product out for people locally to see, for real people to touch it, feel it, ask questions, and build a relationship with the owners. It took us about like 2 years, a year and a half to 2 years till we did our first event, and I was shy and scared of it to put myself out there. Don't do that. Just get out there, test the product, and people are gonna give you feedback. But you're juggling all these hats. Remember that as you're doing these things.
All right, guys, finishing up segment 1 here. I decided to split up into 2 segments, give you guys a little bit more value. You'll be able to digest this one and then go into the next one with some more insights on the things that I've learned from being a small business owner for 5 years, that hopefully you guys get some lessons out of it and be able to apply it on your own journey. Also wanted to share this book, The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. This has helped me out tremendously on my pivot of working with another brand with the talents and skills that I know I'm good at. Basically, it talks about why small businesses fail. We all go into small businesses with a goal, wanting to make our own money, be our own boss, but we're not yet ready to take on all the hats that owning a business/brand takes, that 1-2 people even can't really handle it. Most times, it's better to be part of the team that each person has a designated role. And so I'm not done with it yet, but it's a great book for entrepreneurs or people that are looking to create their own small businesses to look into, guys. But till the next video, segment 2, love you guys. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Peace.